Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. You look at this Bears defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. Fields. That's swung out wide to Harris. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. This defense for the Bears, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points. And if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. From the 50, here's Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 40. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. Now a first down carry for Harris. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know,
and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Working out of the gun, Williams. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. You look at this Steeler defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Throwing is Williams. That's complete. Roma Dunze. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Bears at 3-4 on the year coming into play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. The yardage numbers for him just keep piling up for his career. He's now toppled, Charles, the 11,000-yard mark.
And just think about that. For most NFL running backs in their career, it feels like if they get to 1,000 yards, they've had a nice little run. He's over 11,000 yards, probably beyond his wildest dreams.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Henry up the middle. Oh, a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Second and 10. Running left, it's Henry. Pushes him over. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. 6-0 our score after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they come up now, 2nd and goal.
My jersey.
Him in stride. Touchdown Bears. Cole Kmet from 3 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Fields tapping it forward. Jet sweep. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Fields going to change things up here. Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Justin Fields with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Steelers have regained the lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Some pretty impressive broken tackles, but defensively you're probably upset you didn't drop him for a loss.
Yeah, you are, because you had a great opportunity, but you still didn't give up any yardage. Kind of reminded me of when we were kids. You remember that one big guy that you played with in the backyard that you just couldn't get on the ground? That's what it felt like there, just trying to find that big man and get him off his feet.
Come on, boys. Let's pound the rock.
Henry again on second down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Now they'll change things up. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Second down and 6 now. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll try the right side with Harris. And bulldozing his way through. He's still on his feet. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Here's Fields on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Steelers are able to extend their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Steelers force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Harris running straight ahead. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Pickens going in motion left. Here's Fields. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Fields going to move him around. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short, and with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession. Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Williams. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To the air, Williams. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive. To the air once more, Williams. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board. Here's 2nd and 10. In motion right, that's Metcalf. Looking to throw is Williams. Olajuwon wide open. It's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Henry is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are back within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now the point after try for Santos. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They hand this off to Harris. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Montez Sweat with the tackle.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, here's Harris. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Second and 9 now from the 21. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Again, it's Henry. Stays on his feet. And this will be a Bears first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. To throw, it's Williams. A pass complete to Odunze. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What do we call them, run fits? Everyone was in the right place.
2nd and 7. And now they'll shift things around. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. On a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Fields. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw. Fields. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Here's Jones on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
Brandon, you got to have some urgency here. You've got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is they're all 30 yards downfield after that play.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Guys, you got this. It's win.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots, because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Steelers are close to finishing off this football game. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. On the give, this is Harris. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter, because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's 1st down. To throw, Williams. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Tyreek Stevenson in on the stop. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Pittsburgh, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-3.